EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
On play action. Love to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Reed. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. You talk about this Falcon defense. They're a tough unit to throw against, currently 4th toughest in the NFL.
And hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Off the option, it's Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Jones. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. Love looking to throw it. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Graham.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
Down. Fight. 97. Ready?
On play action, here's Ritter. That one complete down the field to Smith. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. The Falcons had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Robinson is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. And that moment we so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups. And
his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nixon now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
you're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
You know when I could tell this was going to end really badly? When he launched himself behind the line and made a beeline for the ball carrier. You get one of those tackling machines in the middle on your trail, things are normally ending pretty quickly.
And down he'll go at the 25.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Yeah, they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 2 on the play there, and it'll be a Green Bay first down.
First down, Packers.
On 1st and 10, Love. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And running time has expired on the first quarter.
Ready, ready.
2nd and 10.
22 needle.
Again, it's Love. That's taken in by Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do is maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that is incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
Ready?
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go, stand. Ready?
Off the play fake, Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. The good pick up there of 20 yards.
Over 600 yards and a rookie receiver, best 7 touchdowns in 2022. Not a shabby debut for Watson, but the Packers need to develop into a #1 for one of the league's youngest and least experienced receiver rooms.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Play action this time with Love. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
What the goal is to get back into this game. The offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Jones again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Calais Campbell finding his way home for the sack. So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
Ready, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's intercepted. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Love now on 2nd down. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 44 yards.
I would say just add that one to the total of big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far.
Touchdown! Romeo down. first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Ready.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Ready.
Second down and 4.
Watford, 6. Ready.
Ritter to throw it. This one complete to Scott Miller. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Yellow. Green Jack.
Ritter back to throw. Going deep this time for Miller. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
And cycle. Ready.
Now Love will try with his legs. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Let's go now.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Koo knocks this one through the post. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, their offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Down.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And Jones going to have a Packers first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Here we go, set. Sit, mega.
Final play of the half, Love. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Ready?
Ritter. They'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
For an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
They're always hoping on that type of a play that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Ritter with it after the play fake. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
It's 2nd and inches at the 17-yard line.
Hey, go steal. Ready?
Oh, here's a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Robinson.
And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Ritter here on 3rd and 2.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Cool knocks this one through the post.
And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now a second down throw for Love here. That's complete to Dobbs. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing. Love. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That's taken on the 25. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Van Jefferson, 55 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Nixon now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Love now. Throw caught by Musgrave. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Packer first down.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
Love now to pass on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Back to throw, Ritter. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Here's Bradley Pena now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves. But we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
2nd down, Love. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence.
Here we go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Strike. Strike.
Ritter off the play fake.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Going play action. Ritter. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts from 17 yards out. And the Falcons take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
Ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On second down, it's Jones. And some room to maneuver. 79 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run it with Jones. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, another run for Dillon. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Trouble, 38. Back. Ready.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Here we go, set. Ultra. Hut.
Jet sweep. Here's Watson.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now this likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, the field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Falcons, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their